Hello, everybody. Today I wanted to make use of what I honestly think is one of the least used pets in the game. Maybe not necessarily one of the worst, but it's maybe up there. It's the Visitor from Pack 5. Especially in customs, I've never seen it in my life being used anywhere. And I think after experimenting a little bit with it, that's probably for good reason. There are some weird inconsistencies, for some reason, even though you can skip over perks, like say if you turtle pill onto something that already has melon, it'll skip ahead to the pet behind it. But you can't seem to do the same with Visitor. Mushroom Visitor doesn't do anything for some reason. You can't one-up Visitor and then make their entire team Icky, I think is the name of the elements. Which is weird, because I'm very, very certain you can do that with other ailments. So the fact that you can't do it with this one specifically is quite strange to me. But regardless, the idea I had was this. You get a Visitor with Mushroom, and then behind it you have 2 units with a perk. Any perk, but I think I had Radish and Cheese. You'll see why. And then you have a real Velociraptor to bring back the perk. And in this run I had an Elephant Seal. And I was going Elephant Seal with Radish, and then you would get a random perk, and then you would get it back, and then you would get it back again, because I had 2 separate real Velociraptors. And that was the general idea. I thought I was being so damn smart, but it turns out that you can't even make the entire opposing team Icky, because Visitor is weird like that. But here we are. And I was kind of thinking, could you use this to technically get more triggers out of a perk? There was a RevGT video a little bit back, which went, completely off the rails, but the build idea was you use Sarcastic Fringehead and Raccoon to just get, a bunch of triggers on one single, on one Elephant Seal. You get, the Radish trigger, and then you get 2 other triggers. I don't remember exactly how the build worked, but the main point is that you get 3 triggers out of 1 perk. This also gets 3 triggers out of 1 perk, but it can get 4 if you have 3... wait, hold on. No, I'm thinking about it. It definitely can't get 4 triggers out of 1 perk. Because you would need a way to you'd need a way for the Visitor to respawn itself more than once, and the only way you can really do that is with Seagull, and then you have to take up a board slot, and then you can't have 3 real Velociraptors on your board. So unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. Unless you Seagull, Mushroom, and put that second, and then have the Visitor. It's hurting my head even thinking about it. I might experiment with it later. But, not now. I guess it also opens up the discussion of, is it the same perk? Realistically, it should be. I mean, it's the wording on the real Velociraptor says that, when a perk is lost, you return its perk. You don't return a copy of the perk, you return the perk back to it. So I would argue that all of the real Velociraptor shenanigans would be getting that many triggers off of 1 perk. If you had an Elephant Seal and 4 real Velociraptors, that might beat the record. Anyway, this is unbelievably off topic to the actual run. Why not talk about the actual run for a bit? Well, no, the problem with that is that nothing interesting is happening right now as I'm setting up the board. And I also want to talk about, why I wasn't uploading for a little bit. I was trying to grind for something in Arena, which relates to Rev's giveaway thing, because I wanted to see if I could get the mini pack from it. It was like recreate a Rate My Gameplay team, and then my brain went, hey, what if I recreated it like absolutely perfectly, every stat is perfect? And then I also picked one of the most difficult ones to do that on, because it was like a team of 3 scorpions, a camel, and a shrimp. And the scorpions had like 1,000,000,000 health, and shrimp has a trigger limit now, and it was all a mess. I got close in the end, but didn't actually get there, and I don't know if my brain can physically handle grinding that out any more than I have. Anyway, it's time for the elk pivot. There was an elk pivot somewhere in here. Did you miss it? We take another sauropod. And I give some stats to the visitor. Give it Gala, because that also gives it stats on the axolotl, and it's good tempo, because we're only at 2 lives right now. Scary stuff. We're getting a gold back. We just have these sauropods separate for now. Sauropod's not part of the final board, but we do want money from it. Hello, disease. The fig actually helps. We draw the round because of the random fig that I throw on an axolotl for no reason. Incredible stuff. I take crow and level the sauropod. And hey, look, another sauropod. And I just buy the radish because it's getting to the perfect amount of gold, where I can then buy the elephant seal, which shows up at the same time as the sauropod. Sadly, can't have both. They're just starting to get it, I hope. Unfortunately, we'd lose also, so now we're at 1 life at turn 10. I won't spoil how the end of this run goes, but you'll see it. We get the golden egg, and we get increased cell value on our sea lion. We randomly rip level 2 elephant seal. And my order was like terrible here, by the way. Because I could have just sold the sea lion first, and then gotten gold, because I don't have enough gold to like do trigger resets, really. Like, I can combine onto here now, but then what am I going to do? Buy an asparagus? Like, it's not going to work, and then I have to sell the other sauropod anyway to get the... Look, I was playing this very fast. You gotta believe me. Anyway, here is a giant level 3 pony with cat. Which, wait, that doesn't work because it's just shop food, right? Yeah, that's right. So, look, this is the idea. We give Icky to both sides, and then we return the perks so that we don't have the drawback of Icky. We gain stats, and we gain stats, and then, we trade things very nicely, and then we win, is the idea. And, you know, that surely will be a strong enough team to win, right? I mean, Sauropod Elf, like, how do we possibly lose this run? Subtle foreshadowing. And this is the point where I mushroomed the visitor. At this point, I have no idea that that's, like, how it works, and that you can't give Icky to the entire team for whatever reason. But I still do it anyway, because I want 2 separate real velociraptors. Because then this is level 2, and it can give both of the perks back. And then Axolotl can do, like, very slightly more. Look, it gives back both of the perks, and then we get a ton of stats. And then the pugs go again because they're not level 2 yet. But it's coming together. It's coming together. For now, we just get the easy scaling. And we start working towards leveling the real Velociraptors. This guy's got Flying Fish Love Potion, but our team is too big, unfortunately. This was kind of terrifying, getting a level 3 Phoenix out of this, but luckily, the crisp is actually kind of bad for him. Thank you, Pog Pickle Man, for letting me live a bit longer. Now, at this point, I'm also, like, not paying attention to the fights. I'm thinking that, that the Icky is, like, happening to my own team as well, and the Icky's... Well, I guess it wouldn't happen to my own team regardless, but I just wasn't, like, thinking. I tend to not do that very often. Here's Casper with, fairly normal board. We get rid of the Icky, we get stats. It's not that interesting still. We only have level 1 real Velociraptors. Hey look, here's another one. Can you imagine how satisfying this is going to be when both are level 2 though? It's going to be so satisfying. And get the magic beans because it technically counts as 2 pucks. Like, you're going to get the same stats as 2 pucks. This guy has lots of flying fish and Dimetrodons, but we're too large. We get our perks back, and we get our perk back, and then our entire board is giant because of the elephant seal stats. That's pretty good. That's quite a large amount of stats. Anyway, yeah, this gets to golden egg. It's not like we're selling this, but it's just an extra puck for more stats. We buy fig, we buy cheese. And we buy durian, because why not? Any useful puck is good, really. Radish is the most fun one, though, so that's the one I'm kind of holding out for. Hello, Pancake Mix 97. That's a cool, like, full stat board you have with Tanganos and Tangrizna. Anyway, let's gain the perks back. And then we get stats from Axolotl and Elephant Seal. And yeah, like, you notice this just, like, overrides the Icky with another set of Icky. It doesn't skip over, which is a real shame. But it's okay. We reduce, and we deal 100 damage. Courtesy of the ailment. Do you imagine what happens if we had cheese? I'll tell you, it doubles. We gain some more perks. We get the radish. And this is just what we're gonna keep on the elephant seal now, because elephant seal's a tier 6. So why not have radish on it and get some useful tier 6 perks? We find the other real Velociraptor as well. Look, this is shaping up so well. This guy's got snipes, but not enough snipes to kill anything meaningful. We get the fruits. They come back, and they come back again. And the fig comes back. I think it's random. Or something. I'm not sure what it is. But look, either way, we put the smaller real Velo in the back and mushroom it because, I mean, if those guys die, then the entire build dies. And then melon the other one. Who do we face? On 8 wins? Marky Mark 572. It's looking like a pretty weak board, but I do massively respect it. We got steak out of the radish, so that's one trigger. and then, oh, it gets replaced by another stake, and then it gets replaced by another stake, and it triggers again. See, this is the cool way to use Elephant Seal. Instead of just, like, buying the good units and scaling them. You see, my board works because I'm buying the less cool units and scaling them. You gotta trust me. And then it's 9 wins. I just buy the peach at that point. Because there's not really anything else to do. I want to keep the radish. Like, I could buy the magic beans for some more stats, but I want to keep the radish. Because that's cooler. Boo! Boo, Leviathan Team Spirit! Boo! Boo! We gain Melon. We give Icky to both. We gain the perks back. This thing barely lives. We gain the perks back again. But this is level 3. It's level 3 and it kills everything. And also this does 150 damage. It doesn't do 200. I lied. I didn't even realize. Why does it double multiplicatively? That doesn't seem like that's supposed to be how it works. But okay, sure. We deal 150 damage in one swing. And then we promptly die because this board is cringe. But look, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that run. We got the build that we wanted. And along the way I found out why nobody uses Visitor ever. It's a real shame because he's got such a happy smile on him. You would think that he can have more utility, but as it turns out, that's not the case. Oh well. That's about all I have. Have a wonderful day.